Oh, say does that.
We are live. It's a Thursday night. Colin. Important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Porzingis, Dylan Brooks out there with Jones, and then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's Gobert in its center. Now here's Gobert, shot clock at 6. Porzingis can't hit.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
No good from Simmons. Doncic against Brooks. Giannis outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Doncic. Puts up a 3, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka. Ready on the catch to release some fire.
And here is Brooks. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Down low. Drummond passes to Simmons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, because of his size, when he's on the interior with the ball in his hands, Ben Simmons is a problem.
This is his first free throw of the game.
and not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league. When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Here's Doncic, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Over Brooks. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Now here's Brooks. 8 points his last outing. Jones in the post, guarded by Simmons, and the three ball is good.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
The three for Doncic. Gobert pulls it in. And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Now here's Giannis. After Luka Doncic's miss, here's Antetokounmpo, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against New York. Back to Doncic. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
Oh, my. That is freakish skill from Giannis.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Drummond. Now here's Simmons. Here's Isaac. And the rejection by Giannis. And here is Bamba, still without a basket. 5 to shoot. Here's Doncic, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, Luka not forcing his way inside, just taking that mid-range shot because that's what the defense offered up to him.
And Brooks, here we go. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, you got to love the determination there. He got good position and didn't take any chances. Finished right at the rim.
Doncic kicks to Drummond. Pass to Isaac. Isaac with the screen for Drummond. Doncic outside. From outside the arc. A rebound by the Spurs.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And that one falls for Jones. Jalen Williams is checked in for Jonathan Isaac, and he makes both free throws. Now here's Simmons. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Williams kicks to Bamba. Hits it from three-point range.
Wow, kind of touch Mo Bamba has at 7 feet to make the three ball really, really big time.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Rudy Gobert is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. JaVale McGee's checked in for Drummond. Reed comes in for Bamba. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Doncic. And it's Alex Caruso in for Simmons. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Kevin Love's checked in for Gobert. Caldwell Pope comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooks. And Henderson subbed in for Jones. Now DiVincenzo. After Spencer Dinwiddie missing on that last three-pointer, McGee is screen on Caldwell Pope. From about 19 feet, Williams' shot is off. San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Henderson. Over to the wing. Porzingis with a screen on DiVincenzo. For the 3. And Porzingis gets the 3. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
Now this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. Back to Caruso. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Reed against Porzingis. Back to Henderson. Takes a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Pass to Williams. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Pacers trail by 7. Williams passes to DiVincenzo.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
McGee is screen on Dinwiddie. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Spurs leading by 7. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here is Love. Caldwell Pope with the screen on McGee. Anderson looking it over. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Love. Now Caldwell Pope. Still scoreless. Inside. McGee with the block. And he's able to get it back.
Now let's take a look at some numbers here for Henderson, how he performed last season. Put up about 14 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he had to pay his dues that rookie campaign, earning his stripes. A lot of people think he could have a breakout year this season.
Well, when you hear it from his coaches and his teammates, they've been singing his praises. So let's see if he can prove them right.
Williams gets the bucket.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Spurs leading by 5. Henderson kicks to Love. Back to Henderson. Porzingis against Reed. Pass to Henderson. Shot clock at 5. Back to Porzingis. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Williams with the ball. To the middle. Looking for McGee. He gets it there.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Jones is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Henderson in at the one. Now here's Jones. Henderson outside. No good from outside. Pacers trail by 6. Luka Doncic started off his 2024 doors with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
Doncic sticking in from way outside.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
Henderson with the screen for Dinwiddie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Caruso, the pass to Isaac. Now Williams. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's coming off an excellent season, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Indiana. Simmons comes in for Alex Caruso. Brooks checked in for San Antonio. Here's Jones after Ben Simmons' bucket. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Hefty move. Doncic with the steal. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. No good from Simmons. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Simmons against Giannis. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
Pass to Bamba. Now Simmons, defended by Jones. Releases. Simmons missing again.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Jones finds Gobert. Henderson for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it back.
Bamba a screen on Henderson. And here's Doncic from the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And Simmons kicks to Williams. Pass to Drummond. To the inside. Simmons dishes to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Henderson. Indiana again missing.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
I would like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Pacers 4th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Henderson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
Pass to Simmons. To the left side wing. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Drummond with it. Used that pick to get in close. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews. And the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Nobody near Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. On offense, here are the Spurs. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pacers trail by 9. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And Indiana making a change here. Reed's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Caldwell Post checked in. Now, here's Doncic. 10 points for him. Takes the three. And Bamba with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Bamba's got 6.
Well, the decision-making getting better with more repetition. Mo Bamba starting to feel out the defense.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Henderson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Simmons. Shoots over Henderson. Gobert with the block.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Some changes for Indiana. McGee comes in for Bamba. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Simmons. San Antonio also making some changes. Love's check in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Porzingis in for Jones. Now here's DiVincenzo. To the paint. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
Both free throws good from McGee. San Antonio leading by 4. Henderson passes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Henderson. Love with the screen for Henderson. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Williams against Brooks. And here's Reed. Scoreless thus far. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Pass to Henderson. Fires the 3. The Pacers pull it in. Now here's Doncic. He's got 10. Reed with the screen on Henderson. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot. Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Here's Doncic. McGee has screen on Caldwell Pope. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes for Indiana. Isaac's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Luka Doncic. And San Antonio also making a switch. Dinwiddie is checked in for Henderson. Now here's Porzingis. He's got 10. Sweet move. He lays it in. Porzingis has got 12 points in the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Now, here's DiVincenzo, following the miss by Dillon Brooks. DiVincenzo against Brooks. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
I had a chance to check out stats for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. How he did last season. Last season put up about 10 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Reed. A rebound by the Spurs. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
On the wing, Dinwiddie. Defended by Caruso. And it's in there. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
There's a creativity to the game of Spencer Dinwiddie, just breaking the defense down.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. He's off on the first.
Alex Caruso.
Good on the second free throw. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Caruso against Dinwiddie. To the inside, stolen by McGee. DiVincenzo against Caldwell-Pope. Caruso, and it's blocked.
Denied by Dinwiddie at 6'6". He can send it back.
Dinwiddie against Caruso. Now DiVincenzo. Launches from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And we finished one half of basketball. In San Antonio, they're up by 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. We got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room. We got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, when you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
SOF kept.
And now we get to check out. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
So with Williams on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Bamba is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Doncic. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. Just 2 to shoot. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Drummond.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
Antetokounmpo against Isaac. Antetokounmpo inside. Jones finds Brooks. The 3. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Brooks. Jones has got 8.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Bamba wide open, and he fires. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 9.
Boy, displaying that nice high release. Mo Bamba's jumper is on target. Look out.
Back to Jones. And Jones steals it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Doncic. Brooks with no one around. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
San Antonio leading by 9. Has to Gobert. Outside, Jones. Giannis inside. Isaac on him. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. From deep, Giannis. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Isaac finds Simmons. The 3 for Doncic. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight. Brooks outside. Back to Jones. And stolen by Simmons. And now the fast break. Doncic.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That finish.
Brooks, the pass to Jones. Bamba with the block.
That is a combination of length and defensive instinct. Send it back, Mo Bamba.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The Spurs have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Williams, he's checked in for Isaac. Scoot Henderson's checked in for the Spurs. He's off on the second. Brooks against Williams. Pass to Bamba from the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Timeout. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for San Antonio. Bamba with it. 9 points in the game so far. No good with the triple. Here's Antetokounmpo. The putback.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Indiana. It's a 10-point game. Outside Williams. Pass to Drummond. Here's Doncic. Gobert with the block.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert. Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Henderson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Pacers. Alex Caruso comes in for Ben Simmons. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Caldwell Pope checked in. And here is DiVincenzo. Down low. Williams finds Caruso. Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Williams has got 7 points in the game. DiVincenzo against Dinwiddie. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Inside. Here's Williams. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
And some changes here for the Pacers. McGee comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Naz Reid in for Bamba. Love's check in for San Antonio. Here's Reid. Hasn't made one yet. On the wing, Williams. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Caruso kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Reid. Over in the corner, Williams. Reid with a screen for Williams. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Caruso kicks to Reid. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Kevin Love. Some last season stats for him. Was in at about 9 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Spurs leading by 4. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Henderson against Caruso. Three-pointer. And Scoot Henderson with the 3. Henderson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Williams passes to DiVincenzo. McGee is screen on Dinwiddie. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Pass to Love. Here's Henderson. Defended by Caruso. Shot clock at 3. Jacks up a 3. Henderson, no good. Pacers trail by 7. And the rejection by Love.
Well, Kevin Love, such a smart defender. Send it back.
Henderson passes to Dinwiddie. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Reed with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Williams. Good. Nice job down low. Williams has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
Dinwiddie kicks to Henderson. Love with the screen for Henderson. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Indiana. Trailing by 5. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Caruso. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Reed with a screen for Caruso. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for the Spurs. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
These guys are going to struggle guard movement.
3/10 quarters behind us. And more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. They've got Porzingis, Antetokounmpo out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Jones. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2 spot. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Doncic kicks to Isaac. Pass to Drummond. Over Brooks. And it's Drummond missing. Spurs leading by 5. Now here's Jones. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
San Antonio ball.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside.
Siakam has the instincts to read the play and the ability to get in position to contest the shot. Nice defense.
And Drummond kicks to Bamba. Back to Drummond. Pass to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Drummond. Giannis with some nice D. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
San Antonio, Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2.
It's good from Antetokounmpo.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Isaac outside. Bamba setting the pick for Isaac. Outside, Simmons. The shot missing. Excellent D that time from Jones.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his second foul of the game. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Giannis against Isaac. Here's Antetokounmpo. A nice follow-through on the fadeaway.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
Rudy Gobert is checked in for Caldwell Pope. Jones against Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Isaac outside. Here's Bamba. Misses the three. San Antonio leading by 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Isaac. The Pacers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Simmons on the wing. Brooks covering. Outside, Simmons. Drummond with a screen on Brooks. 4 on the clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists now tonight. Jones, the pass to Gobert. Drives to the hoop. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Well, there are certain guys you probably don't want to challenge. Andre Drummond sends it back.
Gobert with a screen on Simmons. Here's Jones. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert. You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Jones with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Jones, no luck. Pacers trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Bamba kicks to Isaac. Outside, Simmons. Drummond is double. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Out to the right wing. Bamba passes to Isaac. And here is Simmons. And here's Doncic from the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Outside, Porzingis. Gobert with a screen for Porzingis. San Antonio again missing. Isaac with the ball. Jones covering. Isaac kicks to Bamba. Back to Isaac. Simmons finds Doncic. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks dishes to Gobert to end the drought. And it's Giannis missing. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Doncic passes to Drummond. Back to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Here's Drummond. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. San Antonio leading by 3. And Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Doncic. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
It's stolen by Jones. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Jones kicks to Porzingis. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 19 points for Giannis. Pass to Bamba. And here's Doncic from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Now here's Porzingis. Gobert with a screen on Bamba. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Isaac passes to Simmons. Doncic against Brooks. Isaac a screen on Brooks. And here's Doncic from the arc. Doncic against Brooks. Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical, easy finish for KP.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Jalen Williams is checked in for Indiana. The Spurs also with the sub. Henderson's checked in for Jones. And so it's Indiana with it. 6-point game. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
All right, fans, it's handstand time. Get ready then, like everyone's watching. Next. Welcome, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Henderson finds Gobert. Taken away by Williams. Pass to Bamba. Indiana moving the ball over. Here's Doncic. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Brooks. San Antonio leading by 4. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Brooks outside. Gobert with a screen on Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooks dishes to Henderson. Over Williams. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Stolen by Brooks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Indiana. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. 1:14 left in the 4th. And they they double up Doncic.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
For the Pacers, Luka Doncic, 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Lets it go from the wing. Good!
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Doncic against Brooks. Gobert with the block. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Simmons against Henderson, and he commits the intentional foul.
Andre Drummond, third personal foul, fifth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Rudy Gobert, 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And they double up Doncic. Simmons finds Doncic. And the 3 off target. And now we've got the intentional foul.
5th personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for San Antonio, Giannis Antetokounmpo, taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. Guys, what's your take?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. The offensive rebound. Pass to Bamba. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here's Henderson. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Doncic outside. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.